Hello everybody, my name is Edgar Rodriguez. This is Kip, my service dog, and today we're going to be working on deep pressure. There's different ways to do deep pressure. One, you may be seeing people when they lie down on the floor and the dog gets on top of them. The other way of deep pressure is going to be when you're sitting and the dog comes on top of your legs and he stays there. That's what the one we're going to be working on today. This is the type of leash we're going to be using today. It's a sleep leash. This one is going to have a little bit of negative reinforcement, and if your dog doesn't know how to work with leash pressure, I don't recommend you use this one at this point of your training. If you want to learn a little bit more about leash pressure, I create a whole series about it where you can learn how to teach your dog to respond to leash pressure before you use the technique that I'm going to be using in this video. You can do this exercise with only luring. It might take a little bit more time, and it's going to maybe take you more time to determine, to teach a dog which position you want him exactly to be. With leash pressure, it's a lot easier and a lot faster. So if you're not there, you haven't learned, you haven't teach your dog leash pressure yet, don't use this technique. Use only the luring part of it. And we're going to use luring for this exercise. The leash is only to guide him in case he goes with the wrong direction. Good boy. Good. Good. Good boy. Good. Free. Good boy. Let's do it one more time. Good. I don't know if you saw how I use the leash. I want the leash to guide him where I want him to be. He wants to go for the food. So because he wants to go for the food so bad, he might come in any way he wants to. He's going to put his legs on top of me the way he wanted to. And the way I want it is the way that you can see him now. So I want to make sure I get the right position from the beginning. And this is not something we normally do. I don't need deep pressure. It's not one thing that I use my service dog for, but I'm doing it just because I'm teaching him how to do it, just because I want to show you guys how it can be done. Free. Let me show you. If I do only the luring, you see he's going for it. He's going all crazy for it. I can guide him maybe here, and there you go. So that did work perfect actually right there. With the guidance, I didn't use the leash to put him in place, but he's falling on that leg. Look at that, he's falling. Now he's in a weird position, and he's out. So I have a little control without the leash. So that's why I'd rather use the leash for it. I bring him over here, and then I give him the signal, and I give him the treat. That's gonna show him the route that I want him to come in, and the position, and now he's in the perfect position. When he's there, I'm gonna continue good. I'm gonna reinforce that position good by giving me more treats and petting him at the same time. We're gonna extend this time as we work with him. Free. So we're gonna extend the time to make it longer and longer by giving him more treat and petting him. When he knows how to do this really well, and then I'm gonna give him less treats and more petting, and to the point that I maybe not give him any treats, only petting, because that's what actually, if you need deep pressure, that's what you want the dog to do, right? So I'm gonna use leash pressure to bring him to the position that I want. One thing I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna hold him in place. I don't want him to jump on me now because it has to be on command. So you see, he wants to do it because he sees that this is in my hand and I'm holding him behind. If your dog doesn't know leash pressure, and then this is going to be a little more difficult, especially if it's a puppy. You don't want to add leash pressure at this moment. He's supposed to know this before. So go watch that series that I create about leash pressure. It's going to help you a lot. So when the dog now is in position right there, now I can give him the command, which is not a command. First, I'm going to do a hand signal. I'm not adding a command to this right now. Just the hand signal. Good boy. Good. So I still have control of him with the leash. I can pet him right here. I want to extend the time that he's there, but good. By giving him more treats. Good boy. Free. Free. Good boy. Again, let's do this one more time. I'm using leash pressure. I'm pulling him back where I want him to be there. Now I'm gonna make sure that I have enough pressure on his leash so when my hand is here, he doesn't do that. Okay? I don't want him to take control of the situation. So that's why, you see, he see the tree. He knows if he gets up here, he's gonna get it, but that's not what I want. I want him to do it when I tell him to do it, which is now. And that was kind of crazy right there. Huh? Let's do that again. That was crazy. Come on, dude. Pulling in there. Again, I pull the tree. Command, and there he goes. That's how we want to do it. Are you doing a good job? You doing a good job? He's doing a great job. So let's do one more time so you get an idea how this works. I'm gonna try to do it now only with luring him. Let's see how this goes. You see he's right here. He's offering different behaviors. And then I can do the command. You see that did work, but I didn't have as much control as I wanted to. If you have a puppy, you can start the puppy like that. And because I don't recommend you use leash pressure on a puppy. Good boy. Free. So we're gonna do this for the last time, and I'm using leash pressure. We can go ahead and lure him. He's there. My hand's going away. Now I'm gonna tap my leg, and oops, you choke, and good. This tapping of my leg can be anything. If you have a specific movement when you start getting nervous, like you start scratching or shaking, that can become the signal. It don't have to be the tap. I'm just doing tapping now. It feels good with him here. Again, this is something that I don't need him for this. I don't have PTSD or anything that need deep pressure. The service that he offered me is not that. But to be honest, it feels really good to have him on top of my legs and being able to pet him. Like always, I never start a new behavior with command. So you saw me do this. I didn't add any command. I used the tap on my leg as a signal that that's what I want him to do. I want you to understand this. Your dogs can learn faster with the movement of your hands or signals than words. So if you're going to use a word command for this behavior, make sure you don't do the word command and the movement at the same time, because what's going to happen in that case, your dog is going to give priority to the movement and it's not going to listen to the word when you say it. So when you stop, if one day you give him the command with words and not with movement, the dog won't do it. He won't know what you're talking about. So make sure if you're going to use a word, use the word, then use the movement, and then when he do it, you reward the dog with the marked word. You can teach your dog to see if you're scratching your nose or you're scratching your leg, to respond to that with a behavior that you train your dog to do at those moments. So this applies all around. This applies with sitting, with down. Actually, I can ask Kip to sit and to down without words. I can use like this with me, sit for me, and this with me down. If I do this or I do this, with this he would sit, with this he would down, without words. But if you want to make sure, you want to be careful, then when you do this, okay, you use the word sit, and then the movement. When the dog do it, you mark that moment with good, and then you reward. That's the order for everything that you do. So this is really important. Make notes of that because that order is really important. And the problem is that it sounds really easy to say it. It's so hard to do it. I see myself saying sit, down, all at the same time. And what happened is if I do it at the same time, the dog don't hear this. He only see this and respond to this. And then one day I put my hands on my back and I say the command and then he don't move. And I don't know why the dog's not moving. It's because I teach my dog to do it with hand signals, and he don't know the words. So remember, dogs communicate between each other with body movement. They shake their tail, they shake their tail fast, they shake their tail with the whole body, and all of those things mean different stuff. So you have to be careful on that part. If this video has been helpful, go ahead please and give us a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you subscribe, ring the bell. That way you get notified every time we post a new video. And I hope you enjoy this one.